Hi, and welcome to our show. I'm Libby, and this is Mr. America. Today's video, we discuss our border crisis and what, if any, threats it poses to Americans.
As we are all very much aware, there has been an open border policy here in the United States for the past 4 years now, and our government has let in millions of migrants, coming from all parts of the world as a result.
Typically, Republicans have focused on increasing border security and legislation, while Democrats have prioritized legalizing undocumented immigrants.
There has been a lot of talk about the border and who may have crossed over. It's going to be very difficult to ascertain the reasons of every single person that has migrated here in these past several years. That was up to our government to do. Ensuring the safety and well-being of its own citizens should have been Biden and Harris's top priority.
Now we have a little bit of a dilemma, and understand, we Americans are a very friendly group of people by nature. If you're already here and you were fleeing your government and want to settle in America, you're welcome to, as long as you contribute to our society, pay your taxes, and don't break the law.
Absolutely, but I would also add a couple of things to that you please do not vote until you're legally able to. Being so new to the country, you might get tricked into voting for someone or something you were fleeing from in your own country to begin with. And, lastly, and I really do have to say this out loud, although I know I'm not talking to the majority of people, but nonetheless, I will still say it. Please don't attempt to take us out. Americans can be very friendly, yes, but we also have a Second Amendment right to bear arms that was written into our Constitution, and if our freedom and liberty is threatened, make no mistake, we will stand up and unite like nothing you have ever seen.
We know there have been several thousands of terrorists that have entered. We also have very powerful adversaries with governments like the CCP, who it would seem has sent tens of thousands of single males of military age into our country as well. At some point after 1949, when China experienced the Communist Revolution, they put into action a 100-year plan to take down the United States. In the plan, it calls for the establishment of Tianxia, a Chinese-led empire that values order over freedom, ethics over law, and elite governance over democracy and human rights.
21 Chinese generals have backed the publication of a 9-book series named Strategic Lessons from China's Ancient Past. This series extracts strategic insights from China's Warring States period, a historical period from 475 to 221 BC, where 8 states engaged in warfare until they were unified under the Qin dynasty. Numerous proverbs in contemporary Chinese foreign policy trace their roots back to the conflicts between these states. I want you to listen carefully to the following, and perhaps the most famous proverb from ancient China. Never ask the weight of the emperor's cauldrons. Ancient Chinese legend says, the kingdom of Chu was rising while the kingdom of Zhou was declining. The leader of Chu knew that the Zhou dynasty had 9 cauldrons symbolizing its authority. These cauldrons would be removed when the emperor of Zhou lost the mandate of heaven. So, while the leader of Chu was reviewing his troops, along with an ambassador from the declining Zhou dynasty, he couldn't help but ask about the size of the Zhou emperor's cauldrons. The ambassador from Zhou then scolded the leader of Chu for his impertinence. By asking the weight of the Zhou emperor's cauldrons, he inadvertently revealed his true intention to challenge him, before the time was right for the mandate of heaven to be moved. Don't let your enemy know you're his enemy until it's too late for him to stop you.
We hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe.